Your dog is eating right now, or he has at some point today, and the entire time, he wasn't looking at his bowl. He was looking at you, and you probably smiled. Maybe you said something like, "What, buddy?" and kept scrolling. Totally normal, right? Wrong. That stare isn't random. It's not him being goofy. It's one of the most direct things your dog will ever try to say to you, and most owners never figure out what it means. By the end of this, you will. Let's go back, way back, to before dogs were dogs. Wolves don't eat alone. When a pack makes a kill, every single member of that group is aware of every other member. Eyes tracking, ears up. Nobody's zoned out scrolling Instagram. They're present with each other during the meal, because in the wild, mealtime is one of the most vulnerable moments a pack can have. Your dog still carries that. The stare isn't weird, it's ancient. It's your dog saying, "I know you're here. I'm aware of you. We're doing this together." In his mind, he's not eating alone in the kitchen in your apartment. He's sharing a meal with his pack. And you're his pack. That's not something a shelter adoption form or an Instagram reel is going to tell you, but it's the truth. Here's the part most people don't get, though, because there's a second layer to this stare that changes everything. Watch your dog the next time he eats. Really watch him. Notice how every few bites he stops just for a half second and looks up at you. Then he goes back to eating. Then do it again. That's not him checking if you want some kibble. That's a permission check. In a social group, whether it's wolves, dogs, or people, lower-ranking members don't just do things freely. They look to the leader of the group for cues. Is this okay? Are we safe? Can I relax right now? Your dog sees you as the anchor of his world. When he eats and glances at you, he's not being submissive in a sad way. He's doing something incredibly healthy. He's treating you as the stable force in the room. He's checking in because you are the signal that tells him everything's fine. The problem is when that check-in becomes constant, when the glance turns into a full stare that doesn't break, when he barely eats because he keeps watching you. That shift, that's something different. That's not confidence, that's anxiety, and that matters a lot. So hold that thought. Here's something wild. Try this at home. Next time your dog is eating, quietly leave the room. Don't say anything, just walk out. A lot of dogs will slow down. Some will stop completely. Some will pick up their bowl and try to follow you. That right there, that's your dog's trust equation in real time. He doesn't experience your absence as you went to grab a water. He experiences it as the stable part of his world just disappeared, and food in that moment becomes secondary. A study out of the University of Helsinki looked at thousands of dog-owner relationships and found that dogs with secure attachments to their owners showed dramatically lower stress hormones even during typically anxious situations like loud noises or unfamiliar environments. The bond wasn't just emotional, it was biological. It was showing up in their bodies. The stare during mealtime is one of the quietest versions of that attachment playing out. Your dog isn't just eating, he's eating with you, even if you're 6 feet away on the couch. That's actually kind of beautiful. But it also means something a little heavier, because if the stare is about trust, then what happens to a dog who stares and never gets anything back? Not every stare is the same. There's a relaxed version, soft eyes, loose body, bites happening regularly, just a casual glance your way every few seconds. That one's healthy. That's your dog feeling comfortable enough to eat and stay connected to you at the same time. Then there's the other kind. Body a little stiff, barely eating, eyes locked, not soft, just fixed, ears slightly forward or pulled back. Maybe he finishes the meal but looks unsettled afterward. Maybe he doesn't finish at all. That stare isn't a love language. That's your dog trying to read the room because something feels off to him. Dogs are emotional mirrors. If there's tension in the house, even tension you think you're hiding, your dog is picking up on it before you've even consciously registered it yourself. He watches your face, your posture, your breathing patterns, the way you might watch a weather app. He's trying to forecast. And if the forecast has been storming lately, eating while keeping both eyes on you isn't sweet, it's survival mode. The good news is that most of the time, a few small things can shift it, and we'll get there. But first, there's one more thing the stare might be telling you, and this one's the one most people feel guilty about once they hear it. When your dog locks eyes with you, something happens in both of you. Oxytocin, the same hormone that floods a mother's brain when she looks at her newborn, gets released in both you and your dog when you make sustained eye contact. Researchers confirmed this when they measured hormone levels before and after gaze sessions between dogs and their owners. It wasn't one-sided. It wasn't just the human feeling warm. The dog's oxytocin spiked too. So when your dog eats and stares at you and you look back, even for just a moment, you're not just watching him eat, you're participating in a bonding loop that his brain is literally designed for. Most people miss this completely. They glance over, say, "You good, bud?" and look back at their phone. Which, fine, no judgment, but now you know what you're opting out of. The look back matters. It registers. Your dog knows when you see him, which means your dog also knows when you don't. So, what do you actually do with all of this? First, stop treating mealtime like a task you need to step away from. You don't have to sit on the floor beside the bowl and stare back intensely. That's going to stress him out. But being present in the same room, calm, unbothered, that communicates safety. Your dog eats better when you're near, not hovering, just there. Second, make eye contact during the meal, briefly, naturally. Let him look up and catch your gaze for a second, and then go back to eating. That's you speaking his language. That's you saying, "I see you. You're safe. Eat your food." Third, if the stare is constant and anxious, look at what's happening in the environment, not the dog. A dog who can't relax enough to eat without keeping his eyes glued to you isn't a quirky dog. He's a dog whose nervous system is running too hot. That usually traces back to unpredictability, irregular schedules, inconsistent responses from you, or energy in the home that he can't figure out. Routine is medicine for a dog like that. Not medication, not training gear, just the quiet, consistent experience of knowing what comes next. Feed him at the same time. Be calm when you do it. Stay in the room. And when he looks up at you, look back. That's it. That's actually most of it. Your dog doesn't have a lot of ways to talk to you. He can't send a text. He can't leave you a note. He can't sit you down and explain that mealtime is actually one of the few moments where he's trying to say, "Hey, I'm here. You're here. Everything's okay." But he can stare. And now you know what it means. Watch him eat tonight. Really watch. Notice when the stare is soft and what it feels like when it isn't. You'll start to see it. The language he's been using the whole time that you just never had the translation for. You've got it now. And if this made you look at your dog a little differently, there are 2 more videos on screen right now that are going to do the exact same thing. One of them is about something your dog does every single morning that you've probably never thought twice about. The other one is about a habit so common that almost every dog owner misreads it completely. Both of them will change how you see your dog. Go watch them.